Yeah, obviously we're excited about the conference tournament. I think when you start the season, the goal is obviously to get there. You're always looking and working towards postseason play, and so this is the first step. Yeah, we have a tough first round match against Newman. We beat them earlier in the season 6-3, but it was a lot closer than that, I think. So it's going to be a tough one for us. We know that we need to win the tournament in order to make it to regionals, and so that's our overall goal. But we definitely don't want to look past Newman in the first round because I think it'll be challenging for sure.
Newman was a team you played kind of the second half of the season, along with conference play. Went out to a hot start, really maintained that, and then kind of ran up against a brick wall at the end of the season. What have you been telling your girls in practice after? I mean, three straight losses at the end of the season. Do you feel like they're down, or what have you been telling them in practice to get ready for the tournament?
Yeah, no, I think like I said before, I think we're playing the level of tennis that you want to be playing towards the end of the season. It just so happened that we're played, three teams ranked in the top 20 at the end of the season. So I mean, I don't think that that's necessarily means that we're lacking. It's just the way the schedule was set up, and so I've just kind of been talking to them about that, and they're a young team as well, and you just got to keep working and keep getting better. And I think those matches help you get better even if you do lose them. So, I think we're in a good spot going forward.
Speaking of being in a good spot and where your team is at, you have a lot of youth. You have um, 8 on the team, 7, 7 on the team,
8 on the team,
8 on the team, and three non-freshmen.
Right.
How has that played into this season? I mean, did you expect the success that you had already? And how do you feel going into postseason play where a lot of them have never been?
Right. I was excited about the group we had coming in. I don't think you never really know what to expect until you get out there and you play other teams. And so, I wasn't really sure how we were going to do. I've been pleasantly surprised. I think we've had a really good season, my best actually yet in the 3 years I've been here as far as record goes. They've done really well. Nothing has fazed them much. I think it's almost kind of good for them to have no expectations either and not really know, who they're playing and having never played any of these opponents before and not really knowing what it means, the rankings and all of that. And so they've just kind of gone out there and done what they do best, which is compete. And so, yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised. I think they've worked extremely hard. I think we've gotten a lot of really good experience this year. And, hopefully with this young group every year and every match, we'll just continue to get better and better.
You kind of talked about the not knowing, but tennis as a sport it's a lot of its match experience.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get out there, you got to
Mm-hmm.
play the matches. Somebody with 100 matches is probably going to beat somebody with 20 matches
Right.
of experience, and yet
Right.
your freshmen, you have a number who found a way to be successful. You have Valentina Martinez winning a lot of singles matches,
Mm-hmm.
Laura Galvin singles and doubles, right on the edge of setting the record for single season wins. Do you think that not knowing has played a factor in overcoming some of the match experience? Because you have juniors and seniors who have played a ton more college matches.
Right. I think that just shows you kind of what kind of players those girls are specifically too. They have confidence when they go out there, regardless of how much tennis or whether they're playing a senior or whether they're playing another freshman. Both of those girls, as well as Anjali, obviously in the number one spot, is facing a lot of upperclassmen and has played some really close matches. And tennis is one of those things where it just depends on the day, and you can beat anybody if you really put your mind to it and you're playing good tennis. And I think that they've just gone out there and done the best they can and not really paid any attention to who they were playing necessarily. And, a lot of them also came in with lots of high-level junior tennis experience. And, so I think that, it didn't really faze them much, which was a good thing for me as a coach, especially. So.
Now, as you're going in, you mentioned earlier your best season record-wise. You're in your 3rd season
Mm-hmm.
here on the Hilltop. Talking about the conference tournament and what you're walking into, you're facing Newman, who was ranked at least at one point in the season, Dallas Baptist and St. Mary's, all ranked teams. Is that the way the Heartland Conference was when you came in 3 years ago?
I think each year the conference has gotten better for sure since I've been here. The first year we had a lot of injuries, so we actually suffered 2 losses in the conference tournament. In regular season play, and put ourselves kind of in the 4 seed position in the tournament. And I don't think we were the 4th best team in the conference that year, but that's just kind of how it happened with injuries. Then last year, we were able to get back to where I think we were. And then this year, I've been really surprised. Everybody's kind of evenly balanced. We've had a lot of close matches, especially the four teams that are in the tournament with Dallas Baptist, Newman, St. Mary's, and then us. All were really close matches. I think it's going to be much tougher. And then each year, every team's going to keep getting better, which is good for the conference and not necessarily good for us. You know, we got to keep up with the rest of the competition too. But I think it's really good for the Heartland Conference.
Finally, obviously you're not looking past Newman one bit, but arguably the championship is going to run through St. Mary's on opposite sides of the bracket. And obviously you hope to be there. You can kind of describe them as a brick wall. A lot of talent in that lineup, a lot of nationally ranked girls. At the same time, well, the result didn't go your way. You saw Angeli at number 1 go into 3 sets with a nationally ranked girl, and then in doubles, your number 1 doubles also challenging them. What do you think it's going to take if you get there to be able to take down St. Mary's?
Yeah, obviously we want another shot at them. You know, it was a tough match for us for sure, but I think, like I said, any given day, you know, crazier things have happened in tennis. So I think it's just going to take us. You know, luckily we've seen them already. We've kind of got a good look at the different matchups and you know, have a better idea now of, you know, how to prepare and how to maybe come up with strategy going in before, you know, being in the middle of the match. That's kind of what I've talked to the girls about, is now we know and now we have a better idea going into what we need to do to be able to take them down. So, you know, hopefully we get the opportunity and then we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for the time, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.